go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good. The 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott, man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, an 8-yard touchdown run. And And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Chubb running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And that is incomplete. 0 hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 41 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go with Chubb on second down. And some room to roam now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Now Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. First down, Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand. Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw is Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's a foot race. The 40. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Marr now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he'll be out of bounds just 3 yards shy of the end zone.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
Chubb fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Chubb again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the 1st. Looking to throw, Prescott. Looking deep for Hilton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And they'll have it in the red end zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Watson off play action. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. That's to his running back. Complete. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Grant Delpit in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Fighting through it, he's got space. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns Browns strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. The 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch tomorrow.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They run again on first down. Chubb. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And again, it's Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
Wow, 204 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give running right is Chubb.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller. And balling at 27, I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm Stephen whenever I'm in your town. The Warriors.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. Got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll go again with Sanders.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
They go play action with Hurts.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 82 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, 29 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo.
Open man is Juwan Jennings.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. Last play they got stuck at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
21.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked off by Jason Verrett. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 28.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
So from second and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Go ahead.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go, here we go. 12.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
41.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
3.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Going deep here for Watkins. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins, 70 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, it's Garoppolo.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
The kick by Gold is good.
And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Here we go.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. And a gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 13.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Taking it about the 36.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. And hauled in by Croft. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
65.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a throw here to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Here's Brett Kern now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And the grab by Croft. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
He's got room at the 30.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang up.
Touchdown 49ers! Tyler Croft from 19 yards away.
And the 49ers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And his pass this is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms have ever been.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
And he's going to have the Niners first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Garoppolo. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Garoppolo looking to throw. And it's incomplete.
The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. Ball's in the air. Can they rally to it and get it? On that play, they weren't able to. They'll take the ball batted away, but boy, they missed a big chance there.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, just say thank you, Mr. QB. That ball gets tipped in the air, and they come out with a first down.
You've said it before, sometimes better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, but what you have to do as a defender, that ball's in the air, you've got to go up and get it, and at worst, knock it to the ground.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Garoppolo.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out.
And my goodness, another interception.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Garoppolo's going to throw it. And now here's another interception.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Tight end.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.